Hey everybody, it's Steve Martin and Doug. We are live. It's good to be back. Got some exciting things going now, Doug.
Yeah, we've been working hard nonstop, really getting this launched ready to go, and it's exciting. We wanted to kind of give you a little peek behind the scenes a little bit, so we decided to stream today.
Yeah, it's exciting. I think one thing I want to share with everybody real quick is I want to put things in context, okay? And in order to be able to do that, understand how powerful these exchanges are and what's going on. We can look at the stock exchange. Most of us are all familiar with that. Got to crypto, right? The Wall Street, was it New York Stock Exchange is the largest stock exchange in the world. It's been around for 230 years. Does about $9 million a day trading. When the crypto space, it's so interesting because coins are traded across all these multi-platforms, right? And everybody's getting a little bit of these transactions, but when you look at how much these transactions are, it's amazing. I mean, an example, Dogecoin, which was started as a joke, okay, has no utility, does nothing, it has absolutely no value, but other than the fact that it's worth $30 billion. Trade last month at about an average of $1.5 billion a day. Okay, but they do it 7 days a week. Okay, so that's over twice as much as the New York Stock Exchange. Okay.
Yeah, let me say something real quick, Steve. That's one meme coin, which has no value, on one exchange. So that's not the total volume, right? Am I right, Steve? It's not the total volume. It's just it's that one exchange, right?
Well, no. I was thinking in context against the New York Stock Exchange does $900 million a day.
Right. Everything
the entire New York Stock Exchange does in a large stock exchange in the world. Okay.
Right.
Where Dogecoin all by itself.
Okay, got it. Yeah, got it.
$1.5 billion a day. So one coin's more than the entire New York Stock Exchange, which has been around for 230 years. Okay. Now, and then we look at what's the biggest exchange in the world for crypto. Let's compare those and look at it by side.
Yeah.
Binance. Okay. Binance average about 30 billion in a day. Okay. 30 times more than that because it's again 7 week. It never closes. Okay. And you get billionaires that created, in this realm. Okay. The guy who runs Binance, one guy owns most of that. The New York Stock Exchange has been around for 200 years. You got one guy who Binance. He didn't have an address. He says, well, our office is wherever the CEO sits down. Okay, wherever I'm sitting, that's my office. Binance, FTX. You've seen FTX in the news recently, right? FTX, Tom Brady's invested in it. Binance invested $70 million in FTX. And less than 2 years later, okay, the guy bought $70 million back for $3 billion cash.
Wow.
Okay, and it's crazy, but these guys are doing things different than what we're doing, because what really shocked me was seeing that some of these exchanges are going and raising that money. I mean, FTX is like $900 million. These other ones, like why you're so cash rich? What you need money, right?
Right.
And it's because they're putting names on building. I mean, FTX is putting on the Miami Heat's building. We recently saw Crypto.com is now being Staples Center where the Lakers play. Forever is now going to be Crypto.com, right? And so what they're doing is they all got to go out and they've got to try some name recognition because it's such a valuable marketplace. Okay, and we pull a different angle on that because we're kind of like unexchanged. Okay. We come in whole different things. It's not about us. It's not about the exchange. It's all about, charities and foundations and nonprofits that we work with. And how can we? People are already going to make donations and to do things and to learn what they're doing. Right? They show somewhere else to sign up. So having the exchange allowed us the ability to put the ease on website. So we can go ahead and now instead of somebody just $1,000 thank you for this and maybe a tax deduction, they can actually get some tokens of appreciation, we like to call them, that will actually go up in value. Okay, and they should go up exponentially. And when you think about companies like a Doge that can start off as a joke with no real no community, nothing. Okay, and you want to compare it and think about Well, let's look at like Make-A-Wish, okay? Over time they've been around, they've done 500,000, gifts worldwide, okay? All of those could be created back into, one of a kind NFTs, right? That are brought back to life that, they can continue to and share with their community over and over and probably become hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars, okay? But because of the scale of what this is all about, I can go to charity and say, hell, you're a charity. I'd like to meet with you. I want to do a motion, you guys. It should, we can launch it within 60 days. It should bring in maybe $1 million to $3 million a month, like forever. Pretty easy to get that meeting, right? And the way that we would do that is because Make-A-Wish. Let's just be honest. If we bring in Make-A-Wish and we are able to go out and all of their donors have a chance in at the very beginning of it before we go out to the exchange. They got a viable product. Okay, it might as much as Doge. It does as much as Doge, $1 billion a day. We get 1,000th of a percent times 0.000. Okay, 10 billion is what, $1 billion a day. Okay?
Yeah,
we're going to pay 10% immediately. As transaction happen directly back to, let's call it the Make-A-Wish main wallet. Okay, so every day. Getting these transactions, whether it's stock market, whether the market goes up or down, every day they've got these things, they're donations that are going into their pocket every single day. Okay, it's going to make them that money over time, and we're going to help them bring into the blockchain world, where they need to be. So they're like getting an endowment from us. Okay, so. And what that does too is they need to be on Coinbase, and they're not, because if they go on Coinbase, they're not going to get any rebates. If they want to get $1 million a month, $3 million a month, or do you want to go on Coinbase? Or you want to be on Robinhood? I got you now. Okay, and guess what? It means I don't have to share that 0.001% everybody. Okay, I get to keep it. We get to keep it. Okay, and that's our because we can help. We benefit charities. What we've done with this series of NFTs, we're going to have 10,000 NFT, and there are going to be 100 of those. Are going to be for charities, foundation, nonprofits that we're going to create one kind of for them. Okay, we're going to present it to them, and that is going to be tied to. It's going to be a revenue generating machine. Okay, that they're going to get a piece of. And, obviously when we come up and say, hey, we've got this thing NFT that we created for you. I'd like to set up a time to show you how and how it makes you money and where money is that's coming into it now. It's going to be easy call to get, right? And
yeah.
From there, it's just like, how to continue to having this, boom. You've brought tremendous value to the table. You already showed different than everybody else in the market. So I think that that's going to help us go out and what we want is I want to develop an army of people out there that want to go out and find nonprofits, foundations, and charities. And if you can get them to answer yes to that, and say, hey, we'd like to do a promotion for you. In less than 60 days, it would go off. It'll cost you anything to get going. It will probably bring you in $1 million a month or more, maybe for like forever. But I'm going to be pretty busy. When can we get together and talk? If you can get people to say yes to that, okay, you've got something that's a winner. You got something that's a winner. What are we doing here?
Get those spammers hitting us again.
Yeah, we got the spammers hitting us. Anybody's a thing out there trying to say that they're us and to send Bitcoin. Don't do that. Okay.
Yeah, it's not us.
Yeah, don't pay attention to that. That's not us. Not us talking. So these NFTs, this is we've got the exchanges. You see how valuable an exchange is. Okay, you can see hopefully how it's going to be pretty easy to go get these charities and foundations, nonprofits, and things like this to tie into this, and it's going to create this amazing revenue stream. I mean, our goal is out and help transform 10,000 communities into economies over the next 5 years, and the people them and work with us are going to. The best way to put it is generational wealth and making the world a place. Sounds like a good thing to me.
Yeah,
play with us.
Yeah, what's cool is I kind of coined this term when we were talking. Is we're kind of creating a perpetual donation machine, and behind that this perpetual money machine that you described with with the volume that goes through it that feeds that. And and the goal is, to have when a charity comes up, they have a specific vision, and we want the 100% of the money coming in to go to that vision, and let this machine that we created cover the overhead and do that, and then the excess can go to the vision also. So it really frees up the charities to do what they want to do. Feed the world, get water well.
They make me come in automatically. It comes in automatic right to a wallet, and you're getting rid of the people in the middle of things. There's also things that can't go wrong. You can't money embezzled. There's all kinds of things like that, right? It's like
in the blockchain world, it's a trustless operation, which means there's nobody involved. It's programmed to do this, and it does it. So their volume, that charity's volume, is shared with themselves, and it comes back to them. And it's shared with everybody that participated, that holds the tokens. And the foundation to this whole thing, this ecosystem, is the Wheels coin. And we're right now, let's say hours, if not a day or so, away from our pre-launch for the NFTs for the Wheels coin. And we kind of sat down and put our heads together and said, how can we really just light this on fire? Well, why don't we take some really cool stuff out there and give it away to everybody that buys an NFT for this pre-launch and the launch? So like he said, we have 10,000 total NFTs that we've created. We're minting, and the cost of the NFT is 3 Binance coins, BNB. And I'll bring up something, and we'll show kind of the example of some of the stuff that we're going to give away, and then we can talk a little bit more about the launch.
Yeah, one of the giveaways is, during the pre-launch is not any kind of the contest time starts for after. The contest will start after pre-launch. But we're going to give away one brand new Tesla, okay, either the sedan or the SUV, whichever one you want, okay, and that's going to be to one of the NFT owners. One of the 10,000 is going to get a Tesla. Okay, and we're technologically going to get notified that you have, boom, you won Tesla. Come get your car. Okay. So and we're also going to give a Tesla to the person that can help us refer as many people as we go through this whole NFT process. And we sell these 10,000 NFTs. So the one who refers the most and wins that contest, will also get a brand new Tesla and some other really cool gifts that. You got some over there. Here, let me put this up. Share the screen. There you go.
So there's the vehicles that we're talking about, and these numbers right here. There's a total of 10,000 NFTs that we're doing, and the pre-launch is 1,000 of those, and you're entered into this contest also, but it's when all the 10,000 are taken is when we'll actually execute on giving away these prizes. And then 1,111 of the 10,000 are what we're calling bonus NFTs. And we'll kind of share, and they're random. You don't know if you got one or not until after we close this launch. And they have a huge monetary bonus. They share in more of the revenue generated. So we've got these cars, and then got some cool things with a flight board with some private lessons, awesome golf cart, customized golf cart, GEM. It goes about 40 miles an hour. The Super 73 electric bikes, this high-end mountain bike. It's the lower left here. It's about a $15,000 mountain bike, and it has enough battery power that I just read their website yesterday. That you could go to the top of Mount Everest on one charge, which is amazing. If there was a road that went up there, obviously, but if there was, you could take this bike all the way up. And then we love the 3D and that Oculus World. So giving away 25 sets of the headsets, Oculus, the new Quest 2 ones.
They're going to be random, and that's going to be random. So like NFT, you're going to have 10,000th of a chance of winning these, right?
Right, exactly. And then there's other things. It's all virtually impossible to get a PS5 PlayStation and an Xbox X 10, or I think we're calling it PlayStation, and we're able to find a vendor that could get us it. So we're going to give away each one of those, and then just
golf carts.
yeah. And then on the travel side, there's a club called the Inspiro Club, and it's a vacation club that you'll get a subscription to, and there's also a private air, jet and prop. It's called Surf Air. It's all over the world, and we're getting basically a card that you use on that. And this, so we're giving away almost about $375,000 worth of prizes during this launch.
Yeah. How's that going to be, right?
Yeah, it's awesome. And so here's an example. And Steve, you just jump in. I'll go through, and you just jump in when you want to say something. But here's an example of what could happen with an NFT that you're purchasing here. So when we onboard 1,000 charities in this example, and using the numbers that Steve talked about at the beginning of the stream, that's about, in our own exchange, in the TOAX, it's TOAX, the Token of Appreciation Exchange. That's about $1 trillion a day in volume.
Yeah, that's doing $1 billion at one. That's 1,000 charities. He's doing $1 billion a day, which is less than Dogecoin is last month. Just so it's
exactly. And so the standard fee is at 0.001 cent, and so that's about $1 billion a day in revenue to share. I mean, this is a lot of money, and it's not. Just so you know, we're not inventing anything. We're elegantly integrating existing technology and off-the-shelf software into a beautiful product here. And so it's not like, there's got to be a lot of luck and stuff. No, there's no luck involved in this. And the industry can handle these kind of numbers. And so from that $1 billion to share, the standard NFT, the Wheels NFT, you share 2% of that, and that costs like I said, Binance coins to do that. So we just take $1 billion times 2%, and there's a total of 10,000 of these outstanding when it's all done, and so that will generate about $2,000 a day. So right now, Binance coins is around $600, so that's $1,800 that you're paying for the NFTs, and you'll get your investment back when we're in this example, when we're running at full force at $2,000, you get it back in one day. It's amazing.
Right.
And then remember I told you about the 1,111, we call them bonus NFTs that will be randomly assigned to the people that buy the 10,000 NFTs. You'll get an override, additional 5% override, so a total of 7% of sharing of that $1 billion a day. So that equals to a total of $47,000 a day for the holders of that NFT.
7% one. I mean, get it 1,000. I mean, the goal is to have 10,000 transform 10,000 communities into a companies in the next 5 years. And obviously, these kinds of numbers, we need help. We need an army of people there that want to help us. And see, they're going to get, if you come and be part of the team doing. We'll just make the introduction. Let me go in and help closing all up. But whatever we negotiate is in the initial coins that we get from that charity, because we're going to get typically 3 to 5% of their total initial coin supply that they get, and that we're going to. And 25% of that's going to go back into Ken's coin holders, and then the balance of that you'll participate in personally. Okay, and just one of those themselves could be worth hundreds of millions of dollars. I mean. It's insane what it could be worth. I mean, that's getting in on a pre-IPO of a huge company, is going to be really successful, but you don't even have to put money in. You don't even have to any real capital with it. And
so, just as a disclaimer, obviously it's a hypothetical example. There's no guarantees. We're not getting investment advice, but it's based on real world numbers. And like, you're like, well, what this NFT? What do I get? This Wheels Kids Coin NFT. And so, part of an NFT is a digital art piece. And for the pre-launch, you'll basically get this picture right here with your number of which one you got. So it's, you know, 1 of 10,000, 2 of 10,000, 1,000 of 10,000, and so on. Which we actually have, and we have hired an artist to give some very unique, beautiful art for all. It'll be 10,000 unique pieces of art that
Very
that
cool.
will replace this initial placeholder here. But during the pre-launch, this is what you get.
Yeah, here, let me also interject here, because one of the things is one of the things unique. You know, we kind of came up with this model, then the culture Ken, that's my mother, right? Right now, I think you can see. I think he has the brake. I'm not sure if he has a trick or not. You know, his wheel will be like one. You know, won't have the tracheotomy, won't have his ventilator on all of the regular ones. It'll be him when he was younger, and the 1111 will be distinguished with, you know, a different color, like, you know, wheel, you know, type of a thing, and then his wheelchair been a little different and stuff like that. So it'll be a visually noticeable thing that people will be able to see and know that is once, you know, that's the one you have, and that's one of the things that's set apart and earned extra 5%.
Yeah, and the value, the worth, the intrinsic worth behind it is this promissory note that's attached to. It's built into the smart contract. It's a 25-year note. It's renewable. It's secured by Wheels Kinscoin. It's signable because it's an NFT, which means you can sell it if you want to. And that's this is what that's the promissory note gives you these numbers, and it's backed by Kinscoin. So right when you buy an NFT and get the promissory note, it's secured. You get so many, you know, it depending on the price of Binance, but it's around, you know, 18,000 or 1,800, sorry, Kinscoin.
Right.
And so that's the whole NFT package that you're purchasing.
Right.
And so
they're important for everybody to know that the rewards that are paid out, right, are paid out Kinscoin. So
yes.
So, and those are the daily, not so much day, they're transactional, right? That we take up a percentage is going to be broken up and kind of split off automatically. And
yeah, exactly. When we get to the full force running, it'll be paid per transaction, which means when somebody goes to the Token of Appreciation exchange and buys and sells any token, you know, Wheels tokens, any of the 10,000 charitable tokens and stuff, that's a transaction. And then a piece of that transaction gets paid out to all the holders of, you know, initially it'll be the Wheels, Kinscoin Wheels token, which we showed these right here. And you could buy them on the open exchange and such. And then, and also the charitable tokens that are stacked and participate in it, will get paid out to them too on a per transaction. So if there's a trillion transactions in one day, then we've paid out 1 trillion times. Your wallet will get hit 1 trillion times, and the computer is built to do this. This is what the blockchain does. And you'll get paid in the Wheels token, and your wallet will start increasing every day by the values that we kind of, you know, this is the example that we given.
And the other thing that's interesting about this is that we're really getting a demand now for Kinscoin, because, you know, you're going to get paid 25% proportional to what you own, okay, of the Kinscoin. So people are going to want to hold on to it. The sell, you're not going to get. If you know you got something that's money every day, you naturally you're not going to want to deplete that. At most people, they'd want to get more. And at the day, what it's going to, I believe, is yes, we're going to have almost like you're creating extra transactions with the coin automatically every day, which is, as a matter of fact, what you're doing because it's part of the model. Right? And you know, typically with a supply and demand kind of a vehicle, that's going to probably keep generating more, you know, making the price go up and up and up, right? Because we're going to have to go out and ultimately going out and buying these coins on the exchange at market value and delivering them into the wallets.
Absolutely. So what do we need help with? Well, you know, you purchase an NFT. It's right now before the pre-launch. If you want to get in before we open the doors, you know, email Steve at Kinscoin, KENSCOIN.io, Steve at Kinscoin.io, and say, hey, I want the purchase, get in the pre-launch beforehand. And so there'll be a few people we'll be able to get them before we release it out. We have a feeling, based on the feedback we're getting, that these first 1,000 are going to go really quick, and then the other 9,000 are going to go extremely fast.
Yeah,
we'll be opening up the doors. Go ahead.
It's gonna be crazy, we might find out that this thing just evens out with the pre-launch, and we just have to give all those prizes away to everybody in the community. It'd be pretty cool too.
Yeah, that would be awesome. And so over the next few days, we're going to actually have a lot of the manufacturers of these prizes come on and kind of describe what they are, and just to give you some good content and such. And then we refer others. We have a affiliate referral situation built into our blockchain, that if you refer somebody that purchases an NFT or purchases Wheels coins, you'll get a fee for that, up to 25% of what the total value of whatever that transaction is.
Right.
We're looking for, like Steve said, an army of people out there to help spread the word, influencers or non-influencers, or what, even if you just refer your neighbor, it'll help out there. And then we're obviously looking for quality charities to let them come in. When I say charities, it's anything from private foundations to private charitable trusts to public charities to churches to whatever.
Any real true community, right? We're in a community. In this real community, with the system that we created, we can help turn that community into an economy where everybody within that community now is going to financially benefit. Because been kind of supporting the same cause, and they can really kind of create their own currency within the community if they truly have community.
Yep, generational wealth while making the world a better place. That's the bottom line of what we're doing here.
Yeah,
yes, it's really cool. Be able to help others and pass down wealth to your kids and your kids' kids, and teach them to help others and to give. And it's a win-win-win-win-win, and it probably goes on for infinity as far as the win goes.
If you think about it from the charity stand, we're able to go in and truly help the people that the board directors and all the factors that have really been supporting that charity and pushing and trying to help that be successful, right? Now we're able to go in and show them that not only can do that, but they can probably everything better for them and their own families at the same time. And create more wealth for themselves, and while putting enough money in the bank to where they can actually really go out and make things happen now, right? They can go out and make things happen. And I think that's where we all get to create a lot of impact. Don't think about this. I haven't thought about this from a money standpoint. When you look at it, you have to kind of go, wow, the money's there, but it's really about impacting people. And one of my coaches, A360, he's Peter Diamandis said, look, if you want to become a billionaire, you got to figure out how to help 1 billion people. And,
right.
This is a way that any of you can come and plug into what we're doing here and go out and really touch a lot of different people's lives. And I think you'll be able to create, generational wealth and, making the world a better place, which is kind of what our mission is right now to go out and do this. Cause this is going to be a lot of fun. These FTs are going to be, this is going to be insane. It's really going to be a pretty cool ride. And, community that we're building with 10,000 excited people. We're giving away toys and things like that already in the community, and they're going to start getting a whole bunch of money from. I think we got some momentum.
Yeah. I'd like to end my part of this with a little story about my family, because it fits in perfect to what's happening with the generational wealth, with making the world a better place. My parents, after they retired, they sold everything. When I say everything, I mean everything except the clothes on their back. And they went and became missionaries, mainly to these way back when Chernobyl, it was a nuclear meltdown in Russia, and it affected a lot of children. And at this time, the children were teenagers and they had a lot of health issues. And so they basically just loved on these kids. And that's what my parents did. But they spent a lot of time, having to raise funds to do this whole operation. It takes money to do this stuff. And so like 75% of the time my dad's out and my mom's out, calling friends and said, "Hey, we got this, fundraising. And it was a lot of work. And then they only got to spend 25% helping the kids type of stuff.
Right.
And, both my parents basically, and since they sold everything, there was nothing passed down to us kids, my kids, which, my parents, us, me, my sister.
Right.
That's the generational part, which that's okay. It was their stuff. It's, it's their choice. But, my parents died basically on the mission field helping these kids. And they spent a lot of work with raising funds, and this perpetual donation engine and this blockchain situation that we've developed here just kills that. It makes that to where you could focus your charity or your mission. You could focus on exactly what you're doing of helping others, and the money machine basically takes care of the rest of the stuff. And we're all participating, and we're all helping. And then we're allowing the people who are doing the on the ground work to pass in wealth to their kids, so their kids can do the same thing. I believe it's a divine thing, and I'm very excited about it. I'm glad we're able to present it to the world at large.
Yeah. I'm kind of almost the same reason that you are, little brother.
Yeah.
I mean, my brother diagnosed with muscular dystrophy when he was just 10 years old, and they told my parent lived to be 18, and they cure. And so the next thing, my mom's now, regional director for muscular dystrophy, and we're doing fundraisers, and we're doing, these roller things and all these other different things to raise money. And we're raising money all the time, just trying to raise money. And then, you got all these other things that are going on. It's like, it just changed your whole world. It's like, why are we raising money? It's like, or why is my parents got raising money? Like for all stuff, they're trying to find a cure for their son. And then it's like, if we could just really help the charities, be in a position where they can have more fun to do the things that they're really set out to do. I think that's what we're really trying to accomplish here. And I think we found out a pretty good way to do it. And I literally think it's in order for anything to be, in life, you've got to create a way to win situation. I think we've really done that. I think we created a real true win where everybody that's involved in plays can feel confident, feel good about their doing. And want something to make the world a better place, and the one get in and play hard are gonna really create generational wealth for them and their families, and really be able to feel good about making the world a better place, and just being able to focus attention on the things that are important. So that's all I got.
But while you're helping us out, you might be able to be driving in a new Tesla in the future.
Absolutely, wasn't wrong with that, right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of fun. This is going to be so fun, just giving these prizes away and meeting the community that we're building that wants to be part of doing something, doing something. So we feel blessed to be able to be here and actually be talking about doing this on the scale talking about, because who are we to just pop up and be able to have this magical thing that is kind of suddenly appeared that's going to help us go out and really help change a lot of people's lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
So, like I said, email Steve at kidscoin.io if you want to sneak in before the actual launch. And we're like I said, we're just days away from turning the spigot on.
That's it. All right, guys. Happy Friday. Happy weekend, and I'm sure we'll have some updates for you on Monday.
Yes.
All right? See you then.
Take care.